go, guys! Let's go! Let's go! No! Content, man. Oh, respect.
Guardians. Do that. That's really good.
Ah!
Boys.
Whoa! That was pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, not bad.
What's up, bro? Line 70 beers like that.
There we go.
There you go.
That's what's up.
That's what's
Go Guardians, baby!
Animal, how is it that we both have the same amount of beers? 2. And you're this drunk and I'm negative sober.
I was sneaking beers.
How many beers do you think you've had so far?
I had about 7 White Claws.
Oh my god, get the fuck out. There's no way. What do you mean there's no way? Go
You don't believe him?
Go look at the way.
He also
Go
told me
how many are left?
There's no way.
Animal told me that while we were waiting for the bathroom, he did a 24-hour fast yesterday.
Yes.
So he's going 24 straight hours right into drinking 2 White Claws.
And I had some Tostitos with lime.
I need you to get the fuck out of my life.
You're
forever.
I had
fired!
Get the fuck!
I saw you throw up in a cup 2 hours ago.
First of all, I want to say we're at the Guardians game, the tailgate. I think personally that like the fan base of the New York Guardians should be called the Guard. You know what I'm saying? Like we're known as the Guard. The Seahawks have the 12th man. Well, we're the fucking Guard from now on. New York Guardians. Answer me on Twitter. Like it's disrespectful that we have more YouTube subscribers than they do, and they won't fucking acknowledge me. I want some fucking respect. I want some respect. Bud Light, seltzers. We got to try these out. I've only done White Claws so far. First time trying the BL Seltz. Strawberry.
More American than Bon Jovi.
Trash. Black cherry. A lot better. I actually like the black cherry. Ooh. Ooh. Mango. Alright, so we're going to give it a grade. The strawberry seltzer is like a 3 out of 10. The black cherry, I'm going to go back for second.
Springsteen is the most anti-American individual.
Black cherry is better than the White Claw black cherry. Have you tried the black cherry yet?
No.
It's better than the White Claw.
Yeah?
Yeah, try that out. I'm going to give that 7.9 out of 10. The strawberry's complete ass. What the fuck? We got a variety pack. It's only like 4 of them.
Kind of like the White Claw better.
You're an idiot. What do you think about like us collectively? I tweeted at the Guardians today. The fan base of the Guardians should be called the Guard. Like we're the Guard.
I like that.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
I was really excited when I thought about
like
it.
stay on guard and shit like that.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if I'd go. I don't know if I'd go that far into it.
Slogan and everything.
Yeah, but I think like the Guardians need to fucking acknowledge that we're gonna take this fan base to the next level, and they should give us on-field media passes, in the huddle type shit. I want to ask people.
I want to give the team a pregame speech and pump them up.
Let me fucking shove my thing into the huddle and let them know how I feel about the game.
Yeah, like why'd you drop that fucking ball?
Yeah, you fucking bitch. Now drink this Bud Light seltzer. It's really good, the black cherry. So, who the fuck keeps calling me? Big fucking Al.
What the fuck did you just do?
Big fucking Al's calling me. Al, are you in the parking lot?
Al!
Brian!
I can't hear you. I'm gonna hand you off to my assistant.
Sun's coming out. I feel good.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Brian.
it feels good right now. Feeling good, getting warm from these seltzers. Although White Claw won't sponsor us, we got an email back from them telling us that they're not looking for extra sponsors, which is a huge tactical mistake by them. I'm still going to go White Claw, greater sign, Bud Light Seltz. But if you're near me, if you're in the vicinity of me with a black cherry Seltz,
See you soon.
I'm in. I'm all in. Baby Steen and Big fucking Al on the way. Huge. You chip your tooth?
Yeah, I did.
Today?
Nah, it's been like that.
Always? Open your mouth.
No, it's embarrassing.
Open your mouth. Open it.
It's been like that for like 2 weeks.
Open up!
Mantis!
Mantis!
Mantis! Mantis! Mantis! Mantis! Mantis! Mantis! Mantis! Come on! Mantis! Go finish it! No, he's good.
You got it.
No, he's good. He's good. good.
You got it.
Let's go.
It's very bubbly. You got it though.
He's good.
It's the biggest hole I've ever seen.
Come on, Mantis. You son of a bitch. Come on.
Let's go. Let's go.
Are you eating the can too?
Yeah.
There's a lot more girls than I expected to be here.
Mantis, if you put your head back, it goes down easier. That's it. That's it.
Come
on. Back.
What are you doing?
It hasn't gone down.
Come on, Yoda.
I'm so sorry.
What are you saying? Don't be sorry.
No, you just do you, man. Let's go.
Joey, you're do it, bro. Do it.
I'm
a
Christian. I don't know.
Is that open it, man? That's not. I think that's
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the shit that's coming out of his face.
There we go.
The less hand movement, the better.
Halftime.
How you feeling halftime interview?
This is hell.
He's got it. He's good. End of halftime.
Start on the third.
Kick off.
Kick off. Let's go.
Mantis. Mantis.
Mantis, 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 mantis,
Just spike that shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here till the R.I.P.
All right.
We're here in MetLife Stadium for the first ever New York Guardians game, the best team in the XFL as far as I'm concerned. Are you a fan of the Guardians?
Well, yeah, I bet on them today, so
What did you get the spread at?
I got a 2.5.
I need to know about the flag. I'm not really good geographically, but I know that's not an American flag. Are you from the UK?
No, I'm not.
Why are you waving around that flag?
Anybody can fly an American flag. I would move to London tomorrow if I could, but I can't. And the other flag is Fulham. That's a soccer club in England.
So you have no affiliation with England or the UK?
No, I wasn't born there, never lived there, but if I could, I would.
You're a big Giants fan.
Season ticket holder.
Amazing.
I'm sure most people here are Giant fans because they're probably tired of the Giants losing. So maybe now this team might be good.
Yeah, you guys might get to enjoy a W every now and then, right? Well, thank you for joining me for this interview.
Cheers.
Enjoy your beer. Cheers.
As we say in London, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, mate. All right, so we're here with, I guess I would say, the biggest Guardians fans on the fucking planet. You guys have a custom tent. You all have gear. Oh, you made the tent.
Yeah, I made the tent. I made the sweatshirts. I made the pants.
Why are you so diehard without even having... I mean, Matt McGloin's our quarterback.
So I'm a diehard football fan. Period. Then we got the Guardians in New York. So I was just all in right away.
You're from New York.
Yeah, from Long Island. Yeah.
From Long Island. He's a diehard Guardians fan. Without even knowing the team, as soon as they announced XFL, New York team, you were all in.
All in. Yeah.
Okay. How long did it take you to put this tent together?
This tent was only about a day.
Only about a day. Jesus Christ, I might need to hire you soon. So, you're a diehard football fan. Do you bleed blue or green?
I bleed green. That's my bus right there.
He's got a fucking Jets butts over there as well. We'll get some good footage outside us. You got the gargoyle. You got are these all your boys right here?
Yep. It's a whole crew here. We have all 106.
So he's got all the boys here. He's got the whole family here. I'm assuming you got season tickets to the Jets?
Yeah, season tickets here.
You guys are here every fucking Sunday, all of you.
Yep.
Holy shit. All right, so this is what we call commitment right here. I'm inspired. I'm all in on the Guardians today. Did we put money on it?
No, I don't bet.
He doesn't bet. I love that. All right, he's just diehard, straight from the heart. What's your name?
Kurt.
Kurt. You got a social media thing going on?
I don't know.
Love that. He's quiet. He's off the grid. He doesn't do it for the fame. He does it
We do it for the spirit.
for the passion, for the spirit, for the heart. Thank you, Kurt. We're out. Go Guardians, baby.
Sit in those seats. Probably the most comfortable seats you've ever sat in.
Perfect for a road trip.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Let's go. If the Falcons are on, they're my team. If the Falcons are on the Jet schedule this year, let's go down to Atlanta.
I'll do it.
Yeah?
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Beautiful morning, you're the sun of my morning, babe.
Oh,
there we go.
G15, we have a shoe off right now. One Zoe and beer is doing it.
Let's go. Let's go, man.
Drink that.
When the game starts, how's it gonna end?
Dude, I don't
even know I'm getting back to Connecticut.
Hey, go Guardians!
Go fucking Guardians!
Use the force! With top throwing good for shotgun.
I did it with my teeth.
They set him up for failure.
There you go. There you go.
The whole like hit big.
You got it now. Hold
It was like a pinhole. Yeah. It was like literally like. There you go.
No, there's a zillion beers in it.
Another one! Another one! Another one! Give me that! I want to be on one side. No, that sounds good. The words are different. Shit! Good stuff, right? What the fuck are you doing? Let's go here. Come on, another one! Let's do another one! Three, 2, 1, go! Let's go, Megan! I love you. Let's go, man. Unreal energy! Unreal! One thing left to say! Let's go, Guardians! Let's go! You got cheese fries?
Oh my God! I know.
Let's go! Woo! Woo! I got the ticket! Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed, baby.
You might be the single drunkest person at this game.
Animal is the single fucking drunkest person in possibly in New Jersey today.
But I feel good, baby.
I can't sit next to that for the next 4 quarters.
I got your ticket.
I'll buy a new one and not sit next to you. I can't wait till he watches this.
Whoa! Oh, you see this? It's called Fade the Public, baby. Let's go, Guardians!
Go Guardians, motherfucker!
Oh, Matt, oh my God!
So I had a dream last night, by the way. It didn't happen, obviously, because I was in the parking lot. But I had this dream last night that some guy was eating some girl out in the back of a pickup truck.
Calm down, why are you screaming?
And he goes, "Big dogs gotta eat, pussy!"
dude.
I know. We're basically there.
Yeah. We don't even need it.
You're kind of seeing that play out in this first drive.
Third down, McGloin going near side, and it's caught.
Let's go, Matt.
Bring on E.J. Bibbs as a fullback guardian, surging forward. It's a touchdown.
Lucky souvenir up there. He just threw that ball about 40 rows deep into the bleachers. You see that? He took the ball.
Let's go, Guardians!
Tempo experience.
XFL! Let's go! XFL! Go Guardians!
Went back as far back as watching Steve Young footage of Mark Trestman early in his career with the 49ers.
Ball is popped loose. It's on the ground. Guardians say they have it.
Defense! Let's go!
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Cash is king, baby! Cut the whole line! 55, I gave her 60 and said peace! Woo! Don't even talk about it, it's a fumble! That's a fumble! MVP! 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 Let's go! Guardians! Woo! Let's go, Guardians! Woo! We're about to go up 17-0, baby.
You see the type of people I surround myself with? It's incredible that we've been able to do what we've done this far with these two fucking assholes.
And a 1st and 10 from the 12. Blitz coming. McGloin sees it, throws it, got a man. It's a touchdown. Colby Pearson for 6.
I was just pounding the White Claws, and they got me.
I never really got that drunk today. I think it was because I started focusing on like doing the interviews and
well, you trying to work and do shit. I get it. You know, be responsible.
What a toxic work environment.
Yeah, for sure.
How do I get shit done that way?
Honestly, you know what happened? As soon as Mantis showed up, and like the cameras were rolling. I was just like, I'm chugging White Claws and everything, and that's it.
We'll all be in those videos. Like your interview, you were in the background.
Did you sign a non-disclosure?
I
didn't sign.
He asked me to. He goes, you were in the video and you spoke. I need you to sign this. I was like, okay.
I don't even think
that's like the worst part. About
how can they
doing
put two and two together? Like,
this was Max, this was Nick. Like they'll never know.
No, they'll never know.
They just have to asshole. Do we have a signature?
They just have to have the signatures. Yeah.
But they won't know if it's my signature.
Yeah, I guess it's just they don't really think anyone's gonna do anything like.
I liked getting in the interview because it was easy. Like all those guys are like super like on top of their questions and like witty and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I'm also like able to do that like right back to them, you know, because they're probably waiting for you to kind of cave under and be like a fucking idiot. So I was like, let's duel, sir.
Coming at you.
Okay. As y'all probably already saw today from the prior clips, Animal's hitting peak hangover right now.
I guess we could start with the second thing on your list.
I need to go to bed.
Yeah, you do. Hey, Mr. Professional, talking to the mic.
Yeah, don't you bitch at me for that?
Yeah. All right, so we also found out today was the drunkest I've personally ever seen Animal before.
Yeah. But it was like it was a creepy drunk because he had like a White Claw and a half, and he was.
It was really quick,
no, Mac. It was really quick, Max.
I don't know the volume of alcohol, but I could tell you the quickness of time.
Yeah. It was very, very quick. I was like concerned. I was like, why is he like this?
I was chugging White Claws. I wasn't like just like I didn't like get there and like have one.
That doesn't. Like,
I pounded like 3 as soon as we got there.
Yeah,
I drank the Bud Light ones that he gave me right away. I had the lemon lime, then I had the black cherry, and then I started pounding White Claws.
Okay, I can understand what you're saying, but like you were drunk in 10 minutes.
I was hammered.
Real quick, the Bud Light seltzers, I know we already talked about this in the vlog.
Terrible.
Are so bad.
I told you.
Why did they make a product that
you know
bad?
The problem was
me.
It was the consistency of beer with like a lemon lime or like a black cherry flavor.
And
it didn't have like the seltzer like
the aftertaste had like a bite to it that wasn't good.
See, when my dad first told me he came back, he did the tasting at the liquor store in town, and he goes, "Don't try it." I was like, "Why? I'm gonna try it." He goes, "No, don't fucking try it. I'm telling you." I was like, "Well, why?" He goes, "It tastes like cough medicine." I don't know if you guys got that. I didn't really get the cough medicine vibe.
I wish it tasted like cough
but
medicine.
It wasn't. It
you know,
wasn't.
Diamond Tap's my jam.
It was when I had
codeine.
it was not good. It
no,
was not good.
I wasn't a fan.
I got a really big sweet tooth when it comes to like drinks and food, so I was like, maybe I'll personally like it and I'll get excited, but
no.
Also, just a quick shout out to Coach Sums, who's bringing fucking state chips to our high
hometown.
School, like it's fucking Lay's out here.
Literally, just two in 4 years. The
guy
guys
just wins
all
state
world.
championships all day,
and he replaced a legendary coach.
Yeah,
he actually
and picked up right where he left off.
Yeah, I think he.
Well, I
think he's already more legendary
That's
than
true.
Sitch ever was, to be honest.
And look how quick he did it.
So many state chips.
He's been to 3 and 1 2.
Yeah, in 5 years.
Nuts.
There's a reason my elbow's thrown out to this day. I'll still beat you in our fucking combine, but it's fine.
I can't wait for
whatever.
that.
All right, so Animal fucking was out of control today.
Yeah, but look how fast I can turn it around.
I'm impressed by what you look like.
That's why
right
I called
now.
you a fraud. I don't think you were that drunk. I think it was an act.
Please.
Well, I want to hope it's an act because if you were that drunk off 2 White
Claws,
Claws,
I wasn't the one throwing up in a solo cup. All right, buddy.
Yeah, cue that. I have that footage.
Snacks puked like an hour into our tailgate, and after look at Snacks' puke.
I never know what you're doing. Max puked?
Snacks. After the game, we got back to the car.
I saw the throw up.
I kicked over your cup, not knowing it was the throw up cup.
That had honestly had nothing to do with booze. That was
yeah, sure.
Both of you guys are fucking embarrassed.
I had 1 beer at the time.
What I do with you?
I had 1 beer and I threw it up. I'm mad.
No, I threw up my hot dog.
Animal. By the time we were walking into the stadium, I was actually almost embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed, baby. I got cheese fries, but I feel good, baby. Whoa! Oh, you see this? It's called Fade the Public, baby. Well, I had this dream last night that some guy was eating some girl out in the back of a pickup truck, and he goes, "Big dogs gotta eat pussy!" Let's go! Don't be embarrassed.
And normally I feel like this is how we act at tailgates for like the Giants games, but I'm usually also on that level, so I'm not. I don't. You can't acknowledge embarrassment
here's the
if
thing.
you're also embarrassing.
It was a mixture of like just obviously excitement for like the XFL, just like a new league, all that stuff, and then the excitement of us all being there together. I don't go to a lot of tailgates. I'm a Broncos fan, so I don't go to Giants games as much. A couple Jets games here and there. So I'm not a big tailgater. So when I was there, I just got excited and just started pounding drinks.
Yeah, all right.
And too fast.
So also within the tailgate area, we had the kid Mantis from Barstool walk down our row and started interviewing. I don't know if it's going to be on the channel or not. I don't know what kind of footage we got from our side. I forgot to sign a non-disclosure, so I don't know if they're going to put it up. But I'll tell you what, them having that mic, just the Barstool symbol on it was so powerful. These fucking kids would take their pants off and take it right up the ass. If they were like, can we put the mic in your ass right now? They'd be like, yeah, as long as we're going to be on Barstool.
We had
the logo going to be showing?
Yeah.
We had a group of like maybe 10 people or so, or 12, whatever it was. And then this kid shows up, Mantis, who's, funny kid. All of a sudden, there's like 40 people surrounding, and all these like college bros.
Yeah, college kids taking off their shoes, like chugging beers out of their
trying
shoes.
to do something like legendary.
Just to put it out there, like all of you like 19, 20, 21-year-olds, 22, I get it. Like I'm a big fan of what Barstool does, but those kids were trying so hard. It was like just try less.
Too hard.
Yeah, like if you're cool,
it was cringeworthy.
You're cool. It was very
it was cringeworthy.
Yeah, thank God for like post-production editing and shit, because that was
helps
gross.
everything.
Yeah, gross performance by them. But overall, yeah,
shout out to Mantis himself.
It's very cool seeing that shit in person, just seeing how powerful branding is. You know what I mean, and how that just
that logo brings it.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah.
People just saw that and they were like, Barstool! And they just started running over, and that's it.
Yeah, by the time we had like fucking 50 people around.
Which is actually crazy, because when you really think about it, like that whole stadium is so big, that parking lot, like all the rows he could have walked down, just like content lane. Just
a guy
helped us out.
recognized me as we were walking to our car.
Really?
He was like, Nick, yeah. And he's like, oh, you even got the fucking Fade the Public's hoodie on. I was like, yeah, Animals like over there somewhere. But he's like blacked out, and the kid was like, so am I. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. I'd imagine when we go to like shitty fucking niche football games like that, we'll run into a few
I'm
people.
surprised. You gotta
run to at least one.
Did you also did you see the TikTok that I put in our group chat the other day?
Remind me what it was.
Do you remember when we got interviewed by those kids?
The one
on
you said
Bourbon
review.
Street?
Yeah.
By that were like had their own podcast.
Oh yeah,
he was in there. Like, Tigers!
I go on TikTok the other day on the Big Dogs account, and I'm like, I don't even know how to use TikTok really, but I get a notification saying that someone tagged Big Dogs, and was like, Nick, is that you?
And that was it.
I look on it, and it was those two kids doing interviews on Bourbon Street, and I'm like in 13. Yeah, it was some kid just tagged me. He's like, Nick, is that you?
I was gonna say, if you like randomly were looking for that and found it, that's amazing.
No.
Yeah.
And the notification was from like 3 weeks ago when we got back from it.
No shit. Wait, you're gonna have to resend that.
Yeah, I will.
It's it's like 4 or 5 people saying like "Go Tigers," and like he was like "Go Tigers," and like the last guy was the best. That guy was fucking. This is a "Go Tigers."
Fuck yeah, I gotta see that.
So the tailgate was fucking awesome. Let's talk about the on-field. Jesus fucking Christ. I've never seen something so unprofessional in my life. I wish this was.
Let's talk about the on-field.
The things I want to throw at you right now range anywhere from a sharp knife to a bottle of whiskey.
God, don't cut that.
What the fuck was that?
Tough cough. I'm good.
That's what it was. It was a tough cough.
Yeah, cigs.
Never in my life.
I had some Newports today. I don't normally smoke those.
How many different things did you put in your body today?
Way too much.
Beer, liquor,
everything
wine,
but a dick,
weed.
basically.
Everything but dick.
I don't know.
You
You were in the
about
bathroom for a while. You were at the
You were in the bathroom for a while.
Yeah, I took the longest pisses. There was like 3 people in the other one, and I was still fucking
like,
pissing.
you guys can go. I
Yeah.
love the line.
Dude,
You
I
fucking idiot.
Looks, I save it. I build
You
it up.
guys can go to the bathroom. I'm gonna take Snapchat of me drinking.
Am I like a southerner now all of a sudden?
Yeah, you're a cunt.
pretty much. Look at you.
A southern draw.
All right. So these tickets were $35 a pop. Someone we ran into on the line for the bathroom told us he got season tickets for $105.
Steal.
So if you want to go take the kids out, actually don't take your kids to these games.
No.
But if you want to go have fun, if you want to see electricity in football form, go to a fucking XFL game.
It was ridiculous.
No holds bar. His girlfriend didn't even need a ticket to get into the stage.
No, she literally walked right in.
We walked in with the camera, and the camera on top of mine, or the microphone, is like kind of long.
Looks like a
It's definitely 6 inches ish.
Easily could have put like a gun or a knife inside of that
Oh,
microphone,
yeah,
and they're like, it went through the thing, and they were just like, "Can we let this in?" And
they looked at it. They like looked at each other.
Me and Ike were just like, "It's fine. It's less than 6 inches," and they were just like, "Oh, okay." It was like, "Okay, let it through."
We believe you.
Yeah. No holds fucking bar. This place is the energy coming from the crowd was. That's the most energy I've seen from a New York football game.
Yeah, it was crazy.
No,
well, I mean, let's be real. The two New York teams don't give us any reason to be energetic, but 100% agree.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm not a New York fan, so I wouldn't know, but I know what you're saying. But like, so
nothing, yeah.
at the games, like I haven't been to a game like that where I was like that into it.
Well,
like,
I think a lot of it had to do with the demographic. It was like a bunch of people our age, a little older, maybe a little young. Everybody was hammered.
Everybody was blacked out.
Hammered.
Every single person.
Everybody was hammered.
There was a fucking guy. Okay, like she didn't need a ticket to get in. When we got to our seats, we had 3 seats together.
3 seats
Me,
with 5
Animal,
people.
us, and we fit 5 of us within 3 seats.
Yeah.
So in terms of like organization within the stadium, nobody gave a fuck. We had Ike, our camera guy, that was getting a lot of the vlog footage, just running up and down the fucking midway aisle,
no
just
one
videotaping
cared.
people. No one gave a shit. We eventually after halftime went down to the 50-yard line, like row 3 or 4. And started yelling at like the Viper players.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So
Aaron Murray, you suck.
They got Tanner McAvoy's attention. The people behind
he
us.
dropped the pass that.
Yeah. Well, when he got off right after that, he got off the field, and we were like, some guy's like, McAvoy, you suck.
I don't think they knew him
He was
though.
Like,
it seemed like that was not personal.
Absolutely not.
At first, I was like, oh, maybe those are his Bergen Catholic buddies, and they were like just saying hi. But that was like because Tanner turned around and like smiled, and
He
they were
went
like,
like-
you suck, and he
gave,
heard that shit.
He gave like one of these.
Yeah, it was like
See, if it was us, I would have went after him. I'm so happy I left.
We were waiting for the fucking Malice in the Palace.
Some
part
guy,
2.
you missed it. Some guy ran on the field in the end zone and started getting naked and
that's
kicking
what I
his
was
fucking clothes
Okay.
off.
Yeah, some guy streaked onto the field. He got fucking clapped right away.
Yeah.
Worm
I know.
took a
Could've
piss.
been you.
I know.
Our friend Worm took a piss right behind us in the seats, like on the.
Oh, he did do that.
Yeah,
I gave him my jacket to cover. I didn't know if he went.
That
went
that
through
is
with it
the
or not.
least surprising thing I've heard.
I was gonna say, and that was
Josh
the most
Wild, man.
That was the most normal fitting thing that happened like all day. Like when I tell you it was a jungle in there,
No, it was crazy,
it was insane.
and it was a 2-hour tailgate. Not even.
Yeah, I highly recommend if you have an XFL team in your area and you can go to a game,
Or
go.
just come here.
Just go. Well, I'm in your area. If you don't
I
live
mean,
in
I
New
get
Jersey,
it,
like
but-
if there's an XFL team, there's a game coming up on the weekend, and you are close enough to go to go.
Okay, so
you will have fun.
Here's actually, yeah. Let's just talk about other random things first. But I do want to segue that into a more broader, more general conversation about the XFL. But what were your favorite parts about like today? Whether it was the stadium or like certain things about it.
Well, the atmosphere was 100% my favorite.
Yeah.
That was like crazy.
Yeah.
It was legitimately awesome.
So for me, it was a whole new experience. Like I've never been to like a game where I was with like other fans of the team.
That's
where,
what I
like,
said to him because I like all random
Yeah,
teams.
like-
This was the
Yeah.
first time I was like cheering with other people.
Yeah, it was.
not against them.
I've never had that before, so that was awesome to just like be like go Guardians and
We're
like
big
slap some
public
random
faders.
dude's hand.
We just fade the public. Yeah, exactly.
That was awesome.
Get
So like
coronavirus and
the
shit.
atmosphere, yeah, like all.
I really
all
want
around.
to. We want 2 things. You know what? See, the tickets were only dispersed amongst the first level. So
Yeah, you
from
couldn't
now
go
on,
up
we're
top.
never doing first level again. If we go to another XFL game, it's either on the field or it's on the second level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no one like you weren't allowed on the second level. But if you were the only people up there, it would have been fucking badass.
It would have been
I wanted to have
unbelievable.
signs.
It would
Like,
have been
I
unbelievable.
really wanted to have a "We have the coronavirus"
Like Fox
sign.
is like, look at
We
these
would've been all
guys.
over
That's why,
ESPN.
that's why we're staying away from you all.
Yeah, like that's why we're on the second row. But we are working on some media passes for XFL. So hopefully,
Yeah,
we can get on the
we
field.
worked our way up.
Oh yeah, we might have an in now.
Okay, my favorite part, without a fucking doubt, was the fact that the entire end zone section would
love
chant.
it. I know exactly where you're
They
going.
would chant MVP every time Matt McGloin
Yeah.
completed his first pass. This was the first game.
MVP.
And it was like it was so serious.
Like a 4-yard pass.
People were pumped.
MVP.
People were invested.
People were nuts.
Yeah.
It was fucking Matt McGloin. It was unbelievable. Also, Aaron Murray. Oh my God, he was so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, what's crazy is that like he was like supposed to be the stud of like the league.
Right.
He
Like,
was
everyone
so
was like
bad.
talking
He was
him
terrible.
up.
Really?
Because he was good in the AAF.
Oh, I mean,
like
the one game
that-
of
that-
the AAF.
that-
exactly.
that
so
means
like
a lot.
recency bias, that's all it is.
Yes.
I feel like I knew he was going to be so
There's
bad.
recency bias, and then there's just
He
like,
didn't even finish the game.
like
Yep. Yeah. No.
Flowers or whatever.
No,
his
no,
name
he
was.
did come back in. I think
Did
they
he?
just put him out for one play.
Yeah.
That was funny when you yelled Flowers like you
So
should be
you
a starting
should be a
quarterback, and
starter.
he like looked back and like winked at you. Yeah, I know that shit.
I know, motherfucker.
Yeah. My other favorite part was in the stands, where just everybody wearing. No one like really knew like who to root for, or how
there
to
was
root
Giants
for.
jerseys, there was Jets jerseys, there was Broncos.
Yeah, some guy
jerseys.
tried to do a JETS.
I went just black.
chant.
I
I
went-
was like, no.
Yes.
Yeah, like, get the fuck out of
My
here.
favorite
please.
was you were looking around and seeing jerseys basically of people that I think people are expecting to be in the XFL soon. Like we saw the Trent Richardson jerseys.
Yeah.
Saw like the Jameis Winston jerseys. I saw an Eli Manning jersey. It was
that's
fucking,
really funny.
it was phenomenal. Fucking set that up.
That's really bad.
Yeah, so that was that. How was that bad?
I mean, because the guy literally won like 2 Super Bowl MVPs, not going to the XFL.
Also, I want to
He's
throw
also
a-
made more money than God.
Let's go, Guardians!
A nice tip for people in the future. See this this Guardian sweatshirt I'm wearing? There was a line in the store. There's about 40 people online, and I walked straight past every single person online, grabbed a sweatshirt off the rack, went up to the cash register and said, I got $60 cash. This sweatshirt is $55. Are we good? She said, yep, we're good. And I walked out. That was it. Boom. Cut the whole line. Cash is king.
Cash is king, baby. Cut the whole line. 55. I gave her 60 and said peace.
I paid $40 for fucking 2 beers and a chicken sandwich.
And I got a sweatshirt for $55.
Yeah, I fucked up. Well, we tried to, if you're going to get merch for your team, order it well in advance for the game, because if you try to get them online, they're like basically the quality of the shit that we would ship you from Faith Republic or Big Dog, where the screen
But, like,
print is like,
way
you're like, this
pricey,
isn't right.
yeah.
Like, this is, it's like that fine line between like, this is a professional organization and these are 3 pieces of shit in a basement. Like, we're those, and the XFL is still pieces of shit in the basement. You know what I mean? Like, you can kind of see like the colors off, and that's like how most of the clothes from the XFL are. So they need to screen print it, and
This one's nice.
It takes like 5 to 7 business days to get to.
You even got the XFL on the sleeve with the driver's side. So I'm like,
It's so sad that like that's not like the XFL is probably going to be done. In
Yo,
like
this could be a collector's item.
Well,
one day.
that's my biggest fear. I think we were talking about it on the way to the game.
Yeah.
This first weekend, expectations alone met and exceeded.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like it was really good.
A lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun being there, watching on TV, getting to hear the coaches' plays, the officials, and how they review stuff, whatnot like that. I just can't envision it lasting.
I was going to say long
that
term.
long.
Yeah, so here's my thing now. Now, you guys watched the other day? Like yesterday, you saw the game?
I did.
Yeah. I saw the first
Well,
one.
you saw the game on TV, so you got that experience. Now
Yeah.
you got the game experience, like being there.
Right.
Obviously, they're very different experiences, but what did you enjoy?
Dude, being there today was awesome.
Yeah,
It was
for
so much
sure.
fun.
My thing with it is that the being there today was awesome, but you need to, like we talked about on the way out of the stadium, you needed to go in there and be like, I'm going to enjoy the fuck out of this.
Yeah, you
in
can't-
order to enjoy the fuck out
Yeah,
of it.
you can't go in there just
You can't go in there and be like,
half-assed.
I don't know if I'm going to have a good time,
We'll see
and
how
then
it
expect
goes.
to have a crazy
Right,
time.
right,
You know what I
no.
mean? So
No,
yeah,
that's
so
a fact, because you have to go in, and I think you can't go in there like dead sober.
Oh no,
You can't go in there sober.
no. I mean, because everyone else is blacked out.
Well, I couldn't
like
get
going to a
over it.
party sober.
Everybody
It's not
was-
gonna be fun,
Hey,
but it
I
should
felt,
be.
I felt really bad for the 2 kids behind us.
Well, I mean, you
Like,
tried
what
to
they're-
move, but
I did.
We
I
offered
even
them
asked
to
them.
switch
I feel
seats.
like the dad probably brought them. He seemed into it. The kids were like, "Ah, fuck this."
Yeah, they didn't
Also,
care.
low key, another favorite part of mine was like every time I looked, you were just gone. Like you
Oh,
were
yeah.
like peak blacked out, and
Animal.
every time I turned around, you were just like not in the stadium anymore.
I was wandering.
And I'd look on the
I
Instagram
was
story for Big
wandering.
Dogs, and like you would be on.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. That's like,
eating
does anybody know where Max is? Oh, I don't know. Let's
like
check the
eating
Big Dog's
Twizzlers
Instagram.
in the bathroom. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, can we also talk about how you were like Twizzlers or was a bad purchase, and then you buy Swedish fucking fish?
First of all, hold on. I never said Twizzlers were a bad purchase.
Oh, you're
I was
right. I've mixed
all
this up
about the
twice.
Twizzlers.
You said Twizzlers
He
were
said
a bad
Twizzlers were a
purchase.
bad purchase.
The only reason I love Twizzlers. The only reason I said this is because I figured they'd be hard in the cold, stuff
Fair.
like that. Then when I ate it, I said, no, great purchase. So
Can we just talk about how bad of a purchase the Swedish fish were?
awful.
The Swedish fish was not a great purchase.
Like
because
you
they
like
literally
dots, you like Swedish fish. Like,
gave me like 7 Swedish
are
fish
you
in
like
that whole
7?
bag.
Like, why do you like that candy?
The
I
whole
was
dots thing is
drunk. I don't know.
ridiculous. The dots thing is
Does
ridiculous.
anybody, whoever, it's got to be somebody in like the 3,000 people that will watch this. Does anybody like the candy dots?
Please say yes.
Well, now they're gonna because they feel fucking
no,
bad.
they won't.
You're the
No, no, no.
sympathetic-
They're not
you don't
gonna
wanna
be peer pressured by me.
You're the sympathetic figure of the show.
We don't need us. Don't do a sympathy sigh or.
That's exactly what he does.
I know.
He's an artist. He knows what he's doing.
He is a con
Listen,
artist.
dots are delicious.
No, they're not.
It's a great underrated candy. It's a good gummy.
It's not even. It shouldn't be rated.
It's not rated. It's not underrated. It's just fucking disgusting. So it's X-rated. That's the way I'll put it because they're just terrible. You should not subject your children to them. That's why
Factual.
they're fucking X-rated. The game. Back to the game. So the way I look at the XFL is like it's not something that I'm going to want to keep going back to. It's more of like an amusement park in a sense that Six Flags is awesome if you go once a
every
summer.
once in a while.
Yeah, you don't want to like go every single weekend.
But in order for a fucking league to continue to thrive, like you need crazy fans.
They're not going to get that.
So, but see, at least for something like this, you're talking about a shorter season. So, like, there's only what 4 home games.
Yeah.
So I think that's doable for like a diehard fan, even though like what's diehard for the XFL, but like 4 games isn't a lot.
Am I crazy to think they should have? I guess with NFL training camps and all, if they started this in like April and went to July or something, the weather's warm.
I
on
think
a
there's
Saturday,
too much overlap with the NFL.
I know, I'm sure, but like on a Saturday afternoon, it's like nice out. Let's go
dude,
to
if
the
I
game
go
again.
there in like a t-shirt,
that
that's
would
what
be
I mean.
so much
This
better.
is like this is like I know NFL games like an event, but they seem more like you're more into the actual like the depth of what's going on with the NFL games. But this is more like exactly. Like,
Let's
let's
do
get
something.
the boys and let's go have fun
something.
for 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
It's almost like it was cool. It was almost I would have liked to have tailgated for a little longer, but it was almost cool that it was subjected to just 2 hours and then the game
you're in.
It's
You
like
gotta
a quick
go watch.
thing. It's like it wasn't like the whole day.
No,
had
but
this
I'm
been a Giants game, it would have been like tailgate 8 a.m. Fucking we're not home till like 5
You're
p.m.
You're leaving your house at 7. You're not home till for a 1 o'clock game. You're leaving your house.
Yeah,
at
it's a
7.
whole
You're not home till
ordeal.
like 6.
This is like much easier to manage.
Right, but I'm just saying, I feel like it could be much more of a spectacle, and people would want to come out and do that, and they'd have more groups of people coming in if the weather's warmer. Think about it. We got lucky today. It was not that cold.
No, it was cold. Once the
but
sun came out, it was nice.
It was not. It was cold, but it wasn't frigid. Yeah. What about next home game when it's the middle of February? It could be 0 degrees. No one's going to want to go.
Yeah, I'm not going to that.
No one's going. So I think that's where they could run into a problem. And I don't know what's their only. They have a Florida team and a Los Angeles team. Is those the only and a Dallas? So there's
Florida, Dallas.
I don't know how many teams have warm weather cities year round. So they could run into problems with that. DC is going to be frigid next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's football weather.
I understand that, but it's football that you can't be completely invested in yet.
The problem is like fans up to this point. I don't know if
you're not gonna get the fans that like go to Green Bay and shovel out their seats to fucking go watch the games. Like people aren't gonna do that for the XFL.
You can't expect the Green Bay Packers are an establishment. Exactly.
You can't expect
you're not
that
gonna get that in the
commitment.
XFL.
Right,
No, of
right
course
right
not. You
off the
couldn't
bat.
pay me. I wouldn't go for free. Like food, booze, parking, game, everything for free. If it's like 10 degrees to
I'm
go
not
watch
going.
the second home game.
No chance.
Of a first year program.
No chance.
There's
I'd
no
rather
way.
sit at home
Yeah.
because honestly, I enjoy the product on the TV too. Though I watched the games yesterday.
Yeah, it was
I
very
enjoyed
cool.
seeing
I
the
actually-
sideline
I
interviews
actually-
and all that
yeah,
stuff.
I would actually watch the Guardians throughout the rest of the year on TV.
Which
I'll definitely be tuned in.
The one problem, one of the problems that I saw within the stadium. I mean, we talked about it on the way here, Nick. In order, I think, for the XFL to really expand or to gain momentum and traction, is they need the Conor McGregor effect.
Yep.
Where the league is cool, it's got its like niche fans and shit, but in order to really get all the eyeballs on them, they need a polarizing fucking figure in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they need someone who's going to
They
be
need a
like
superstar. They need something
you
that's
to
gonna
fucking
draw.
look at him every time he's on the field. And I think they have him in a kid who's a D-back who is going to be an early round pick this year in the NFL draft. So he played 2 years. We talked about it on last. He's playing right now, I think, on the TV on Dallas maybe or something. And that's a cool story. Like we need more. Cool. We need less like these are bad football players and that's why they're on the team.
I don't know if he's polarizing enough.
Right. We need more players who have a story that's like they should be really good in the NFL, but they ended up in the XFL.
What did I say?
I don't remember who you said.
Jameis fucking Winston.
Oh, well, I mean, I brought it. Yeah, he could be
Think
there.
about it. He could very well be. If you get run out of town by Bruce Arians and
The problem is, like, Jameis Winston would be the best player in that league
By
automatically,
far,
and it
absolutely.
wouldn't even be close.
Of course,
Like,
but
I guarantee he doesn't like throw.
so he's almost gonna
20
whatever
picks,
team
like,
he's on, he's gonna be like the Patriots, the Tom Brady of the XFL.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna tune in to see if that team can beat him or something like that, or watch him throw miserable interceptions against guys who really shouldn't even be on a football field. No knock. I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
think about it.
No,
Does
I know.
anybody really want Jameis Winston on their team outside of the Bucs for like another year?
We'll see.
We'll see.
Problem with that is
I'm just
like,
saying,
some team will sign him to like 10 mil, and that's
You know,
like way more than any XFL.
Exactly. He's never going to make the money.
Maybe
in
I said that
XFL.
because we saw his jersey in the stands. I'm like, dude, that's it. But you know what? It just hit me. Johnny fucking Manziel.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was. He
tweeted about it.
Johnny Why is he not in the XFL?
He tweeted, "I don't want to join a league halfway through that's about to fold." And also, this is
okay, Johnny.
First of all, he couldn't hack in the CFL, so like,
yeah, Johnny Manziel. I mean, yeah,
As
when I
much
go
as
back
you
and look
want
at
him
his
to,
like
like-
highlights, they're fun, but he was always like kind of not a good quarterback.
yeah, he's got a great deep
He's a
ball
highlight
and
reel.
he
He's
can
a
run.
highlight reel.
Yeah.
He can run. He's got a great deep ball.
Yeah,
but
I'm sick of his shit.
That was it.
But and also for y'all asking if we're gonna do an XFL fantasy league, my mindset was very similar to Johnny Manziel's. If it makes it to season 2 of XFL,
we'll do it.
We'll revisit that because we tried to make one with
said
the
we'd do
AAF and it was fucking.
It was an abomination.
miserable.
Yeah. First of all, the draft
atrocious.
sucked. And the product sucked. So
Yeah, I
why
know,
would
yeah.
That's the other
why
reason.
would we waste our
When I
time?
talk about we need to know more players, more personal brands and shit like that. Even at the game, there was like no.
Yeah, there's no
the
way to tell
scoreboard,
who's
first of all,
who.
was terrible.
Yeah, I had no idea who was who.
together. There was like 30 numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't have like a big screen that said like number 36 running back, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Right.
It was like there was one little tiny screen in like the corner with really small text that you could barely figure.
It was like a guessing game.
Yeah, like I would have liked to have known who the running back on my
Yeah,
team
dude,
was. I
outside
still
of
to this-
Matt
right now, I don't.
McGloin, I do not know another player. On
Honestly,
the
I
It was
would've-
like Joe Horn Jr.,
I would
but
have
only
liked.
big names. But
why,
like,
why not hand out like a player sheet?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
program.
yeah, that shit they should have.
Just
They
like
did
a
not
piece of
do-
paper. Have the
Yeah.
players' names, numbers, everything.
Inside the stadium, they did not do a good job of representing their individual players.
No, they didn't.
And that's what you need. Like, that's how you make the connection with the team, is by knowing the individual fucking
Yeah.
players. At this stage, that's all you're going to
Like
get.
week 1, you're gonna get all like the drunk people that come and just buy shit, like because they're like, I need Guardians
I'm
gear.
very
and, like,
interested
that's it.
to
But,
know
like,
what
after
weeks
that,
2 and 3's
yeah.
like ratings are.
Honestly, it's gonna be that's gonna be the telltale.
Yeah.
Because if they could last say they last 3 weeks, they're gonna last the full year.
Yeah.
in my opinion.
yeah, I
Because
think
the
they'll do
AAF
the
did
full
pretty
year.
good the first week. Second week, after we saw how awful the product was, no one watched.
Yeah.
So-
the football wasn't bad.
I was
today.
gonna say,
it
yeah,
really was. It
it
hasn't
really
been
wasn't.
bad.
No.
So far, so good for me. I mean,
They're big hits. They're
The
big
pace of the
plays.
game,
the pace,
like,
the pace of the
it's-
game it keeps it up.
yeah,
Well,
I like
even
what
if
they
it's
do.
a bad play-
The last 2 minutes of the first half was brutal.
We're brutal. Yeah, the whole second half wasn't that great until like a couple big
Yeah.
plays. But the fast pace masks that a lot.
Yeah.
Because if you have like 3 bad plays in a row, like it goes really quick.
Yeah.
And then you eventually get to a good play. But if that's a slow pace and it's just like bad
I'd
plays.
like to see teams go for like 3 points more on the touchdowns.
Yeah, the Guardians were going for 1 today. I don't know what.
Everybody's
were
been
all-
going
they
for
all
1.
were pretty
Everybody's
much.
been going
Not
for
sure
1. I like
about
to see
that.
2s and 3s. I think that would
Yesterday there was a couple.
that
were
would
going
make
for
it
2.
even more exciting. Like the fact that you could be down 12 and it only be like a 2 possession game.
Well, say you could be down 18. It's only 2 possessions.
it's only
yeah.
exactly.
That's
Yeah,
what- yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
that's
awesome.
awesome.
I also think something we didn't talk about on last week's show is, and I didn't know this prior to us talking about it, but the players are obviously their contracts are not that big. Each week,
Yeah, it's
the
like
winning team
$2,500
is given $100,000 between the players to
Yeah.
split.
They're going out there
They're
trying.
playing with like real Yeah, I mean, if you're not.
Yeah, the
getting
most they can
retirement
make is
money
like
in this league.
$5,000 a week. After they get like their
if they
victory
win,
bonus.
if they win
Okay.
their salary,
that's
and their
like
win
their
bonus,
cap's
right.
like $49.74, something like that.
So-
Yeah, so they have real motivation to play, and it's pretty cool.
and that's
They're
why I
playing
think
for
the
their
product
lives.
is not bad.
No.
It's not.
They're getting pumped up out there. The players are coming back to the fucking end zone and getting us hyped up.
It was after a penalty, and who did we play? I'm saying we already. Who did we play? Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
So Tampa Bay had like a 15-yard penalty, and they were moving back. And as they're walking, the defender on the Guardians looks back at the end zone
I
where
remember
we're
number
sitting.
74,
And
the
number
big
74,
fucking
he's like
lineman,
this.
yeah.
He's
They were
like,
getting
let's
into it.
fucking Go.
Dude,
Yeah.
Listen, the energy was great. The
It
fans were
It was
into it.
awesome. The
I was into
defense
in the end
chance?
zone.
Are you
Yeah, it was
kidding
so
me?
funny because it was like the field, right? And like I said, there's no one on the second level of anything. It was only
Yeah.
first level. It was like the end zone by us was absolutely packed. The end zone
Yeah.
on the other side was absolutely packed, and like almost no one on the
Yeah,
sidelines.
there was probably a decent amount of people behind the Guardians. The
Guardians
bench,
sideline, yeah.
But Tampa Bay's there
The
was
away
nobody.
sideline, there was no.
And as you guys could tell from the video before we started, we were fucking into it. I was on my chair screaming.
Oh yeah, there had to be
yeah.
a lot of clips.
Oh
of us
my
screaming.
God.
It was really fun. in the
It was
end zone.
electric. It
I'm
really
already
was.
like getting
It was
like the
electric.
raspiness in
Same,
my voice,
it's
like
hurting. Yeah.
from
No,
just,
I'm
like,
gonna be fucking.
It was really a jumbo in there.
Guardians!
If you go in with the mindset that this is like a day event, like I
Yeah.
said, like an amusement park, you're like,
Yeah.
I'm going to have fun for this exact fucking reason, then you're gonna have fun. But like
that's a really good way to put it.
Yeah, like that's it. But like you can go to a Giants game and be like, you don't have to get sloshed. Like you're going to enjoy the game regardless.
And one,
because you're so passionate about it. You're not
so much more you're involved and you're into it way
just
more.
From experience,
the question is going to be
from the tailgating in the game, and the matter of fact that the team just means so much. Like today, if the Guardians lost, I'm not going to be heartbroken.
No,
like
exactly.
I'm not walking out of there crying.
Yeah.
Giants lose after spending 5 hours tailgating, being up at 6 o'clock, going through a 4-hour game. They lose. I'm walking out like, fuck my life. This sucks dick. If we do 2 hours of tailgating, watch a 2.5-hour game, walk out with a loss, man, damn, we still had a lot of fucking fun today.
I also want to know, I think my biggest question, I would love to fucking sit down with Vince McMahon, which will never happen, but the conversation we had on the car, get me in, just get me in the fucking room.
You can go to the meeting.
The conversation that we had early on, I want like an honest answer. I think the biggest dependent on whether or not this succeeds is what his vision for the league is in 5 years.
5 years.
I don't
5-year
know.
plan.
I don't know. Like I said,
Come on, that was great.
Yeah, that was great timing. I don't know if his like. There's no way he went into it was like, oh, I hope this is just good and people enjoy it. Like, in 5 years, what is the best case scenario for the XFL? Is it that it's an incredible farm system?
You're going to add 4 more teams. Like, what are you going to do? Like, all
is
these
it?
things.
Do they want to try to compete with the NFL? That won't happen in 5 years. But is that their long term play, or is it something like? Like low key, not saying it out loud, but I wonder if it's like we want to start getting the best freshman and sophomore college players in the country to come, because that would be if you have a real vision and you go towards that, that's something that could make the league real.
Yeah.
Like if freshmen, I mean, dude, you'll compete with
all
college.
of a sudden
You'll
kids
compete
start
with the
going
NCAA.
there, yeah, exactly.
I would watch dude. If it was freshmen and sophomore that were going to be in the
If
NFL
Trevor
the next year,
Lawrence
I
was
would
starting for the Guardians. Like, I would
that's
be,
the
if the best
I'd be trying to find a jersey.
So I want to know what Vince's
Yeah.
real vision is.
I'd be trying
for
to
the
find
next
Trevor
5
Lawrence
years.
Guardians jersey.
And don't doubt Vince either. Like
No, not at all.
That's why. That's why I think if they can get through the first couple of years and go correctly towards their vision, then I think there's going to be real
my only
there,
concern. I don't really know if it's really a concern. It's just from it's just a small sample size, but from going to a game and then watching on TV. Granted, I enjoyed being at the game and having a good time there, just from the atmosphere. But I still think watching it on TV with all the new things they added, like the sideline reports,
I do agree.
It makes
an experience.
much better to watch at home than to go there. Which I don't know if it's going to be a problem for them, but I guess it's something to think about. Like they added all these new things that are exciting when you're at home to watch it, so it's more desirable.
What are
to
you
stay
referring
at home.
to in general?
Like the sideline reportings, like interviewing injured players, like all those little things that you don't get from the NFL. Like the guy in the booth, like during reviews talking, like you couldn't hear him in the stadium.
Yeah,
I saw the camera on him. I had no idea what he's fucking saying.
Right.
Like at home, I feel like that's so much better.
I don't want to interrupt you at all, and you're
good.
pretty
I'm
much-
done.
I'm about to say the same thing, but like, remember, I was you didn't watch the game, so I was kind of giving you like a rundown.
Right.
The guy in the first game threw an interception, like blatant pick six, and it was really bad. You could tell he was visibly shaking coming off the field, and there's a reporter right in his face. They're talking to him, and he's like, well, he was like speechless. So like seeing that, they got to see
at home.
the halftime adjustments in the locker room. You're hearing the coaches call the plays into the quarterback's
Well, that's
headset.
true too. That's also cool from a home. You can they call the plays. You
They
hear
call
like
the plays, you hear-
Like
you don't
yesterday,
know what
Pep
they're saying,
Hamilton
but,
was
like-
calling it's like 3XY. That's cool. I like that.
And an underrated part of it all, the game was on ABC, and like Steve Levy and I forget the other guy's name. Damn good broadcast.
Yeah.
It wasn't like two schlubs.
Yeah, they just,
calling
like,
a football
hired two
game. They had
random
a good
guys.
broadcast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A good broadcast goes a long way in watching a game.
No, they've definitely done a lot of things right, especially
So
for
far.
week
So far,
one.
so
They've
good.
done a
nailed
lot
it.
of things right. Yeah, I think like a lot of that stuff you brought up is not gimmicky, but it's not what's going to get you over the edge.
I think it's for sure gimmicky.
Yeah, I mean it is in some sense it is, but it is also what people want. So I wouldn't say it's like gimmicky. It's
but
not trying too hard. It's not trying too hard.
because it's still stuff that's like I'm not like they're doing this that's cool, but like
It's
they
only
don't
gimmicky.
need it.
It's
like,
only gimmicky because we've never seen it before.
Yeah,
It's not-
exactly.
It shouldn't be considered
But like the
gimmicky.
kickoff, I think is awesome.
The kickoff's really
Great.
cool.
Yeah.
Love that.
The kickoff's
Very
really
cool.
cool. It's
I love
not as
it.
good as the first XFL though, where they throw the ball down and
yeah.
they run and go kill each
That's
other.
a little
and get
different.
it.
That was the coin toss.
Or the coin toss. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But the kickoff's really great.
Yeah, so I like that. Again, I still think it like all this stuff is just supplemental to where this league is actually going to go.
Right, exactly. But that's what meant they had to be different.
Yeah.
You can't. The AAF was the same thing as the NFL.
Yep.
The
Well,
same
and
thing.
I think that's why it didn't work.
That's
You just
why-
were
that's
trying
of
to
course why
emulate
it
a
didn't
product
work.
that was way better than you, and you were trying to do it with shittier players.
Yep,
And like you're
exactly.
never gonna get it. Never gonna work.
And that came together like that. Like they
Yeah,
practiced for what, a month? The
they went
XFL's
too
been
fast.
practicing for the better part of half a year. That's why it hasn't looked so sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
No, all in all,
Yeah,
I
nothing
think the
about the
product
game
has
looks
been
fine,
really.
the product is much better than I expected.
You wrote in your notes like lack of QB pressures. I think it was for this game. The first game, the DC
This is
game,
the only
there
one
was
I've
there was
watched,
yeah, there was a lot. There was good.
And
It was like 3 sacks.
The only reason I wrote that was because I didn't know if they implemented a new rule or
Yeah, you
something
can't
that was
tell-
like,
yeah.
you can't hit the center or some shit like that. Yeah, so I was like, I was curious because we didn't see a lot of pressure today.
Right.
Just because Matt McGloin is fucking MVP.
Matt McGoat.
MVP.
Him and Cardale Jones battling for MVP. What a world.
Right? Incredible. I love it.
What a world.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, my takeaway overall, I would say it was a really fun time again. But like, understand what you're getting into if you're going to go to the game. Is this a long-term league? I think it can be.
I do too.
I think it can be because
Based
they have
off
the
a weekend.
right leader and personnel in place.
Yep.
But they really need to execute on a vision that's very different from what the NFL is.
Yeah, agreed. They have innovative minds. Like Vince McMahon works for the WWE.
He knows how to build a business, build a company.
Yeah.
He built WWE is unbelievably massive.
Yeah, it's
and
huge.
it's fake wrestling.
Yeah, and it's every night.
The entertainment. He
Almost.
knows how to entertain.
Yeah.
And Andrew Luck's father, you listen to him on the interviews, everything, very intelligent guy.
Mm-hmm.
They have all the ingredients to succeed. So after one weekend,
I'm
off to
all
a good
in.
start. Off to a good start.
I'm all in.
Definitely not all in.
I'm all in.
Will you be going to all their games?
No, because I
Then
enjoy
you're not all in
the.
because it's only 5 games.
Whoa. The next game we're going to is March 28th.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the game for his birthday,
that's
and
fine.
that's probably it.
We're going to be on the field.
So I'm gonna be watching every
They're gonna
game.
sing
Like
the-
for the
I'm gonna sing
Guardians,
the
I'm
national
watching every
anthem.
Guardian game. I'm
I'll
all in
watch
for the
it. I'll
season.
watch
Ladies
the
and
game, too.
gentlemen, today is Snacks' 27th birthday, and to
Also
honor his
his
birthday, he's
death.
going to give us a rendition of the national anthem.
Bro, like I feel like we could.
I want you to, like,
and, in
take a
true,
hand off.
and in true XFL form, the crowd's going to go fucking nuts.
I want you to like
Screaming
take a
through the
hand
whole
off
thing.
instead.
I don't want to look like a Make-A-Wish kid again.
All right, well, that's all we got for you today to hopefully keep this a little shorter for Scott because I know he's got a lot of work in store for him.
He's got so
all
many
of the
clips to
vlog
go
stuff
through.
that he put together was, well, first of all, Sean, Mr. Ike,
yeah,
thank you
thanks
so
a
much
lot,
for
man.
coming and
He was the
filming.
lackey today. He was great.
This is the type of content you can expect going into the off season, as we will have Sean, interns, other people besides myself behind the camera directing this kind of content. So it's gonna be fucking A+ shit. And Scott, thank you so much for the edits. As always, I'm sure it was
Scott,
fucking
yes, thank you, buddy.
magical. If
You're
y'all
the best.
enjoyed the video, make
Terrible
sure
trade with Animal, by the
you're
way.
hitting
Actually,
that
no, I said it was a good trade.
thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Make sure you're following us on the Twitter, and we'll see y'all next Thursday or Friday, whenever the fuck we do this.
Oh.